Hi there, I'm Sally and this is Jack, and today I'm going to be teaching Jack how to hold. Now if you wanted to do obedience competitions, this is a dumbbell and this is the kind of item that a dog would be fetching. You'd throw the dumbbell, the dog would go out, pick it up in the middle and bring it back to you. But to start off teaching the hold, this can be a little bit boring. It's hard, it's plastic, and there's not really any reason why he might want to put his mouth around it. So you can choose a number of different items to start teaching the hold. We've got soft toys, tuggers, possibly even squeaky items, if that's what gets your dog's attention. Or even an old sock, anything that your dog's going to want to put its mouth around. We're going to start off by using the tuggy with Jack. Now I'm not going to expect a full-on hold while I let go to start off with. At the moment all I want him to do is just put his mouth around the item. So to do that I'm going to make the item really interesting. I'm going to wiggle it around. Jack, what's this? Jack, hey, ready, ready, what is that? I'm going to get it out of his way. Good boy! As soon as he puts his mouth around the item I can say good boy and give him a treat. To speed up learning you can use clicker training to really teach him that's the thing that you did that got you the treat. But Jack's not used to clicker training, so we'll just stick with a good boy and then the treat's coming. So if I just showed him the item here, he's not that fussed about it. He might have a sniff. But if I move it around, what is this? What is it? Where is it? Good boy! The second he opens his mouth and puts his mouth on that item, then he gets the good boy and he gets his treat. Ready, ready, good boy! And he can have his treat. That's very good. The key to this is actually slightly winding them up with the item. So wiggle it about a lot, move it around so that they can't get it. Ready. Eventually let them catch it. Good boy! And then they can get their rewards. Good lad. There you go. If your dog really isn't motivated by the movement of the item, then there are a number of other options. You can shape the behaviour. And to do that you can just reward every tiny little movement that goes towards putting the mouth on it. So to start off with, yeah, good boy. Just a quick little sniff, he gets his treat. Yeah. Good boy, and he gets his treat. So you can start to reward just that sniff. Where is it? Good boy. And reward slightly more and more behaviours each time. So at the beginning you want just a quick sniff, then you want a bit more of a sniff, and gradually over time then they'll start to reward slightly different behaviours. So even if they put their paw on it, or they nudge it a little bit, or they walk round it, or anything to do with this item, and eventually they'll try opening the mouth and getting hold of it, then you can give them the jackpot, which is lots and lots of treats and lots of praise. If that doesn't work, you can even start by using something like a chew, as long as your dog isn't aggressive over chews. You can show them the item. Good boy, what's that? Good boy! And as soon as they put their mouth around it, good boy, and swap it for something even more tasty. So it's just getting them the idea to open their mouth and put their mouth on something. And then you can gradually move towards toys. Good boy! That's very nice. Once you're pretty sure that they're going to put their mouth around the item, you can start to introduce the command. Now I use hold. Jack. Good boy. So he's done it a couple of times with this, so I'm pretty sure he's going to get hold of this. I can say hold. Good boy. And swap it for the treat. And we can try it with the item as well. Jack. Ready, ready, ready. Hold. Good boy. Good lad. Very nice. So he's starting to get the idea that he's actually holding it for a reason. He's not just playing with it or trying to chew the chew. Once they're starting to reliably put their mouth around the item, you then want to start to increase the amount of time that they have it in their mouth. The best way to do this is actually to put a little bit of pressure on it so that they are encouraged to tug slightly on it. Jack, what's this? Ready, ready, here. You can leave the treats alone. Jack, here. Good boy. Good boy, hold. And just a little bit of a wiggle. Good boy. And if he keeps hold of it, he's mouthing it a little bit at the moment, but I'm not too worried at this stage. But if he keeps that item in his mouth or somewhere near his mouth, then you can reward and give the treat. Do that again. Shall we do that again, Jack? Yeah. Yeah. Ready. Hey, good boy. Hold. Good boy, good boy. Yes, good lad. And so you start to increase the duration that he has it in his mouth. The more you wiggle it around, the more he's going to hold on tight. You can start this off fairly gently, especially if it's a young dog or an elderly dog. Good boy! For an adult dog, you can move up as they get more used to the game. Now, the other command that's very important when you're teaching the hold is to teach them to let go. For this, my command is thank you, because that reminds me that I'm working with the dog rather than drop, which I can find sometimes feels a little aggressive. So I'm going to teach that at pretty much at the same time as teaching the hold. So I'm going to introduce that now. So I'm going to encourage him to hold it. I'm going to encourage him to play with it for a little bit. Then I'm going to put a tasty treat in front of his nose. Most dogs will let go of the item to get hold of the treat. Good boy. Ready? Hey, hold, good boy. And thank you, good lad. So because he's very keen on taking the treats, I can introduce that command nice and quickly. Some dogs, you may sit there with the treat in front of their nose for a good few minutes before they let go of the item. Sometimes you might need an extra special treat, so liver cake or chicken or cheese. Ready? Should we try that again? Ready? Get the treat, get it then. Good boy, hold. Good boy, good lad, hold. Good boy, and thank you. Very nice. It does look a little like I'm bribing him to let go of the item at the moment, but at the moment all we're doing is linking the word thank you with him dropping the item. And fairly quickly we'll be able to fade that food as he gets used to the meaning of the word. Now for the finished behaviour, I want him to be able to take the item and just hold it. I don't want to have to do this tugging. But we can gradually introduce that while I'm encouraging him to tug. Ready? What's this? Ready? What's that? Where is it? Get it, get it, get it. Good boy. Come on then. Good boy. You've may have noticed that I've been holding on to it all the time from up until now. But you can start to let go. Ready? Let go. Good boy. Just for a second. And then you can take it and give him his treat. While you're getting your dog used to you letting go of the item, if your dog drops it, don't worry, just pick the item up, encourage them to hold it again, and let go of it for just a fraction of a second, and then get hold of it again, and then reward them. So they only get their reward if you actually take it from them. They're not to drop it by themselves. As with all training, keep sessions short, possibly even just 2 or 3 minutes at a time, maybe a couple of times a day. It might take you a day or two, it might take you a few weeks to get to the finished behaviour. Once you've got your dog reliably holding one item, you can move on to a different item. Soft toys, hard toys, a variety of different things. Remember to start the training from scratch each time. So start from step 1 of just encouraging them to just put their mouth onto it for a second. You should be able to run through the different training stages fairly quickly, but it's important to go back to the beginning for each one so that you get a nice solid behaviour.